So less than 24 hours to go for the big final of the T20 World Cup. England versus Pakistan, a repeat of 1992. Whether the victory will repeat for Pakistan or will England be the outright two-time World T20 champions? It all remains to be seen in less than 24 hours from now. Yes, there is a threat of rain, but one hopes that the rain stays away on both the final and in the reserve days so that we can have a great game of cricket between two sides who have dazzled. Both sides came back from the brink and have put in a spectacular performance. Clinical in the semi-finals, and now both teams with a rich baggage of history will be wanting to get the better of each other. In this video, the focus is on Pakistan and Pakistan's performances in major ICC events ever since 1985. Because remember, Pakistan have been on the world stage for a very long time. In the 75 World Cup, 79 World Cup, especially in the 79 World Cup, they reached the semi-final. They have struggled since then, but then 1992 proved to be the making of a great nation when it came to cricket. So in this, I will look back at all the major ICC events where Pakistan have performed and looked at their record when it comes to winning and losing. So straight up, the first time Pakistan reached the final of a major cricket tournament was 1985 in the Benson and Hedges World Championship of Cricket. They lost to India by 8 wickets, where? At the Melbourne Cricket Ground. 36 years later or 37 years later, we could have seen India versus Pakistan in the T20 format at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. The first match proved to be a classic, but unfortunately there will be no India versus Pakistan final. But 7 years later, at the same venue, there was the ultimate redemption. Pakistan down and out after 4 games. They put in a cornered Tigers performance and they won the 1992 World Cup by beating England by 22 runs. 30 years later, will we see a repeat? 1999 World Cup final. It was a horrendous day for Pakistan cricket as they were thrashed by the Australian juggernaut by 8 wickets. The 2007 World T20 Misbah-ul Haq scoop landed in Sreesanth's hands at short fine, and world cricket was never ever the same again. The 2009 World T20 came amidst dark times for Pakistan, but when they won it, it sent a nation into jubilation. The 2017 Champions Trophy, finally Pakistan had gotten the better of their old enemy. And so if you look at it, Pakistan have an even record when it comes to ICC finals. Played 6, won 3, lost 3. So I'm just going to recollect all those major event finals in which Pakistan really stepped up and where they did not. As I had said, in major ICC tournament finals in 1985, the World Championship of Cricket was almost like the Champions Trophy in the current era. They lost to India at the MCG, and second major knockout loss for Pakistan after the 1979 World Cup semi-final. They had lost to the West Indies at that time. Javed Miandad was the top scorer for Pakistan with 48, but it was Lakshman Shivaramakrishnan's brilliance with the ball, 3 wickets, that bamboozled them. And Krish Srikanth and Ravi Shastri hit 50s to ensure Pakistan would suffer the ultimate defeat. But 1992, led by the inspirational Imran Khan, Pakistan staged the ultimate recovery. Why are we saying for a long time now that 1992 vibes are felt in the 2022 T20 World Cup? Because in 1992, they started their tournament badly with losses to the West Indies, India and South Africa. And against England in Adelaide, they were bowled out for 74. But it was at that venue where Pakistan got 1 point because the game was rained off. And Imran Khan said we have to play like cornered tigers because he felt that they were going to win the World Cup. So Pakistan won in dramatic style against Australia in Perth and then won comfortably against Zimbabwe, Sri Lanka and then defeated New Zealand. And the semi-final repeated the pain against New Zealand, and in the final, it was Wasim Akram. The Melbourne Cricket Ground on that day in 1992 saw the emergence of the ultimate left-arm bowling wizard. Wasim Akram with those 3 magic balls, one to Ian Botham, the other to Alan Lamb, and the third to Chris Lewis, all ensured that England's chances of winning the World Cup were totally blown away. Inzamam ul Haq also starred, and Wasim Akram's cameo earlier had given him the confidence. So Pakistan, in a spectacular way, gave Imran Khan the fitting farewell, and the nation was in total joy. But 7 years later, we saw that joy turn into absolute despair. Pakistan had performed brilliantly in the 1999 World Cup. They had lost to India in the Super 6 stage, but they had beaten Australia in Leeds earlier by 10 runs. However, at Lord's, despite coming off a 10-wicket win against New Zealand, Pakistan were blown away by the brilliance of Australia. All out for 132, and Australia chased it down in 20.1 overs. Adam Gilchrist scoring a quick-fire 50. Shane Warne, the late great Shane Warne, taking 4 wickets. Pakistan simply had no answers to the Australian juggernaut, and it would take them 12 more years to win a game against Australia in the World Cup. That was called sheer domination. 2007, a new format, a new world of cricket. The T20 World Cup saw Pakistan miss the chance of beating India twice. In the league stages, had they defeated India, India would have been knocked out of the tournament because Scotland had gotten 1 point and India were also at 1 point. And because of that, if Pakistan had beaten India, India could very well have been staring at elimination. However, in the final, what the 50-over World Cup failed in 32 years, finally the T20 World Cup did it in its first attempt. A dream India versus Pakistan final. Gautam Gambhir with 75, but Pakistan were kept in the hunt thanks to a brilliant knock from Misbah ul Haq. 12 runs were needed of the last over when Mahendra Singh Dhoni tossed the ball to Joginder Sharma. A 6 was hit. 6 runs were needed of 4 balls. Misbah then went for the scoop, but he mistimed it and Sreesanth took the catch. India won by 5 runs and world cricket was never the same again because that laid the base for a behemoth called the IPL to be launched. So Pakistan had to suffer heartbreak twice. The league stage ended with a tie with India winning the bowl out. The final saw Misbah scoop, mistimed, and they lost by 5 runs. But there would be glory for Pakistan in 2009. It came at the darkest time though. Pakistan beat Sri Lanka at Lord's and Shahid Afridi, he had started with the bat and ball in the semi-final. Even in the final, his 50 ensured that Pakistan finally had that trophy which they could not win in 2007. But the win came in the backdrop of what was the darkest year for international cricket and for Pakistan. A few months before, the terror attacks against the Sri Lankan cricket team in Lahore had ensured no international cricket would be played in Pakistan. And it took them 6 years to recover. But 2009, the exploits of Shahid Afridi had ensured Pakistan won the 2009 T20 World Cup. 13 years later, can yet another Afridi produce a spellbinding performance? It remains to be seen. India, forever the thorn in Pakistan's fortunes when it came to major ICC events. 7-0 in ODI World Cups, it was 6-0, 5-0 if I may say until 2021. But now in the Champions Trophy, Pakistan was set to reclaim their lost glory. Fakhar Zaman's century, he got a big reprieve from that no ball that Jasprit Bumrah bowled and he hit a brilliant century. Pakistan making 338. Mohammad Amir, that starburst redemption that he had, got rid of Rohit Sharma. Virat Kohli was dropped off his bowling, but then of the very next ball, he got the batsman to make an edge, to make a mistake, and Shadab Khan at point taking a catch and ending India's hopes. When he got Shikhar Dhawan out, he had broken the back of the Indian batting. And Pakistan won the ICC Champions Trophy by a massive margin of 180 runs. And thus, they joined the West Indies, Sri Lanka and India as the only nation to win all major ICC events. And so, Pakistan head into the 2022 T20 World Cup with tremendous amount of confidence. But England are a massive proposition. New England in white ball is a huge, huge threat, and they have shown why they are the dominant nations. But when it comes to ICC events, Pakistan hold a big edge. They have not lost Pakistan to England since 2003 in the ICC event. And whether you look at it, however, in the 2009 in the World Cups of T20 World Cups of 2009 and 2010, Pakistan have lost both times to England. Can they win for the first time and ensure that they become the two-time T20 champions? We will see that on Sunday. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates from Sports Today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.